I can't. Keep it going for him. He kind of had me thinking about a Catholic joke when he asked about Catholics, and I'm glad that he did because now I don't have to fucking ask about it. So, what is the difference between Catholics and Protestants? So Protestants are like, oh, we can only like have sex to like procreate for like children. Like we really shouldn't do these kind of dirty things like, outside of procreation. And Catholics fuck kids. Anyways, comedy's hard, you guys. I don't know if y'all know that or not. It's pretty fucking difficult. We get up here, we have nothing in front of us, it's not to say that other performers don't have it hard, like musicians and stuff like that. They've got it hard as well, but they have something to block them from the audience. Comedians don't have that. We have fuck all. I mean, like, good luck hiding behind your fucking mic stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is really difficult. But one of the hardest parts about doing comedy is the audience. It's a whole different type of audience that you're in front of when you're doing comedy versus playing music. When you're playing music, if you see a shit fucking musician, nobody tells them that they're shit, They don't blurt, you're fucking shit. They don't do any of that. They catch him after the show and be like, man, like, that was stuff. Like the way you adjusted that mic stand was fucking, man, it was good. It had me going. Like, the way that you dropped your capo on the floor and then looked for it for 15 minutes, like, it almost had me in tears, man. The way your pick, like when you were playing your guitar, fell inside your guitar and then you held it up, like that just blew my fucking mind, bro. I really like that. Comedians don't get that. We stand up here. If you kind of suck, you get shit on for it, like immediately. Nobody hesitates. They don't fucking care. Like they immediately hate your guts. Which is, kind of understandable because comedians are a different breed of people. They're also a bunch of fucking assholes. Like, can't help it. I have to keep looking at my notes because I'm not a comedian, you guys.
Badass host, though, ain't
I I try. But anyways, with all of that being said, there's one thing that's harder, like with comedy, than anything else. It's harder than the audience. It's harder than not having like something to hide behind. And do y'all want to know what it is? It's kind of a secret. I shouldn't really tell it. There's one thing. Okay, so the hardest part about comedy is publicly apologizing for all your sexual assault allegations. Am I right? Speaking of sexual assault allegations, our next comedian knows all too well about that. I'm going to bring you guys Zach Collins. Zach Collins.
Thank you. Keep it going for fucking that guy. Yeah, doesn't he look like if Chris Stapleton's mom, like a meth head? And dressed him up like an 1800s dentist. Do any of your patients survive? No, they do not. Keep it going for Mr. Brandon Roberts, everybody. I'm happy my man came up from Ardmore looking like if the Blind Side ended with like esports instead of the NFL. Fucking like that guy. Jesse White dear everybody. Without this man, we wouldn't be doing this. The eldest millennial. Black might not crack, but brown fucking do. I shouldn't give him shit about that. I feel old these days. Like I'm only 30 years old, but man, I feel fucking geriatric. It's tough. For those of you who can't catch up to this, there's some things you need to look for in your life that's going to indicate to you exactly how old you are. There's two things in particular. One, music's going to start to suck. Now, I hate to say that to you, because I know all of you guys fucking love Lizzo, right? My drunk-ass wife's the only one. Thank you for participating. If you don't think music sucks, you haven't heard fucking Cardi B rap about her labia? God, I know more about that woman's labia than that guy's mom's labia. Give me another example of how you can tell that you're starting to kind of get more advanced in your years. Porn's gonna get real weird. I don't know if it's just the sites that I frequent, but it's all like sister stuff, which is weird. I don't really understand the appeal of that, and maybe it's because I don't have a sister. Or maybe it's because if I did have a sister, she looked like me with bigger tits. Man, fuck y'all for laughing at that. Yeah, it's all like sister shit and pegging. If you don't know what pegging is, it's where your lover dons an apparatus and kicks in your back door like a fucking SWAT team. And that's not for me because I'm a delicate flower. Another way I can tell I'm getting older is my political beliefs are becoming nuanced. Like I'm not moving anywhere really on the spectrum of like right or left. It's just more bizarre. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. I don't think I could vote for a man who doesn't believe in Bigfoot. That's fucking important, okay? Like, there's Sasquatch in our midst. I need to know for national security purposes that you're on the fucking. Maybe that's why I can't get behind Trump, okay? It's not really because of his policies or anything like that, but have you seen that man's hair? That man does not believe in Bigfoot. He's a city boy. He's never been in the woods looking for Sasquatch, okay? Bernie Sanders, have you seen that man's hair? That motherfucker gave Sasquatch his first joint at Woodstock. Bernie Sanders is Bigfoot's godfather. You know, because he's like old as fuck. See, the key is to get just high enough before you get on stage. But not like too high. I think they need to update alcohol warnings. This is important to me, people, okay? Now I understand why the shit's on there. You gotta be 21 years old to consume. Do not consume if you're pregnant or nursing. I need my shit a little more specific, okay? I wanna know before I jump into this Jose Cuervo that I might fist fight a cactus later. I wanna know before I crack open that sake, impromptu karaoke might be a thing. And I want to know before I crack into that crispy, cold Pabst Blue Ribbon, that might be making soft, gentle love to a relative later. NASCAR is an aphrodisiac. Hey, I got a random thought all of a sudden. You know, everyone's always concerned about turtles getting straw stuck up their nose. But I think the bigger problem is where they getting the cocaine. Like a bunch of turtles show up at a turtle titty club and decide they want to start a fucking marketing firm. You know, turtle cocaine shit. Fucking is. It's turtle cocaine. I try to be a good person in this life. I think I'm a good person. But whenever you think you're a good person, you put yourselves in situations that immediately prove that you are not a good person. Perfect example, I decide that I'm going to be a coach for my daughter's 6-year-old basketball team. Now, that's something that a good person would do. What a good person would not do is then immediately call a 6-year-old a fucking asshole. But to be fair, I feel like that kid was set up to fail like a long time ago because his name's fucking Jasper. You think I'd say a 6-year-old's real name on stage? I fucking did. Jasper kicks my black ass. That sucked. Like, whenever you meet a kid that you're not gonna like him, they got like a faux hawk. Little motherfucker didn't even dribble. Hey, he ruined 6-year-olds and basketball for me, okay? Am I the only one in here whose mother's a little bit into witchcraft? I mean, not like the good kind, but like, oh, you have a blemish, you should rub a raw potato on it. She's not a WebMD, she's witchcraft. Oh, you sprained your ankle? You need to soak your socks in vinegar and sleep in them. The fuck? It works. I think the strangest one was like, oh, baby, you have indigestion? You should take 6 cherry tomatoes and stick them up your ass, go dance in a thunderstorm. Say, what? It works. Hell, just made my tooth smell like marinara. Get the fuck out of here with your witchcraft. So as I mentioned, I'm 30 years old. I live in Oklahoma, and medical marijuana is legal. Woo! Man, y'all motherfuckers ain't got jobs. I'm just kidding. But that motherfucker doesn't have a job. So I never thought that would happen in Oklahoma. I never thought medical marijuana would happen in my lifetime. But at 30 years of age, I gotta tell you, I'm living my best life. I love that saying, I'm living my best life, because it means so many different things to so many different people. So for me, living my best life means I get high as giraffe's pussy. And then me and my wife go to a restaurant, and then we just stare at a menu for 45 minutes because it all just looks too good. We're sitting there at a real bougie place, okay? We're sitting there looking at the menu, just overwhelmed by the possibilities. When in that mindset, you say dumb shit like, I really want to get their pot pie, but there's too many peas. To which my wife responds, there's only 2. I said, what? She said, yeah, there's only 2 peas in pot pie. I say, you think I'm trying to exclude foods from my diet based on the number of fucking consonants? I was like, you must be pretty high. She said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm high as a goat's pussy. I said, what? So goat's about this big. Goat's pussy gotta be like, right there. She said, no, you don't understand. Because you could put a goat on things. I said, what the fuck did you just say to me? She's like, yeah. You could like put a goat on a car. Ghost pussy gonna be like right here. I was like, fuck it, Jesus take the wheel, baby. I ain't caught up with you. The other day, a buddy of mine came over. We medicated together for the first time in a long time. He hadn't used any cannabis of any sort since like high school. And I tell him, you got to ease into this thing, right? Just a little, chill out. So he gives a little. About 10 minutes later, he's standing in the middle of the field going, hey, y'all need to come look at this thunder. It's like, I don't think I'm high enough to do that. Living my best life. You know, for me, living my best life is just getting super baked and just having a good time. For someone who is a little bit older and retired, maybe living their best life means they don't have to work anymore. They can spend more time with their family. Maybe they've saved up, bought the perfect car. Maybe they're getting some more fishing in. But if you are a Caucasian female between the ages of 19 and 29, and you say that you're living your best life, I can only assume that means you're sucking all the dicks. I've been on Instagram, okay? It's not very subtle. Thirsty as hell, y'all. So, one of the things I like to do at night, right before bed, I medicate, okay? We go, have a little snack before bed. Nothing too crazy, okay? But sometimes my wife gets very excited about her snacks. And one day she's sitting there working on some popcorn. And I mean, she's fucking working it, okay? She puts the popcorn in the microwave, closes it, puts in the time, and starts fucking working it. I lean back and I say, hey, baby, throw that ass in a circle. Which is obviously in reference to the hit song, throw that ass in a circle. And she tried. I sat there and watched her for a minute. I said, baby, that's more of a rhombus. You know, a rhombus is like a rectangle, but it's lazy. It's been recently brought to my attention I might be just a little bit gay. Oh, nobody else. Okay. What the fuck? Being straight ain't cool anymore, okay? So fucking... That's all I'm saying. See, I took this class at East Central several years back. And I took this class called Human Sexuality. And my professor told me that gender and sexuality exist on a spectrum. And at any given moment, you could be anywhere on that spectrum. I said, what side of the spectrum do I not have to suck dicks on? He said, now hold on. Everybody's a little bit gay. Everyone's got this gay little gremlin that just lives like deep inside them. And every now and then, when you least expect it, that little gremlin will just pop out and say, hey. It's usually at the mall. You see a dude wearing corduroys and like purple socks, and you're just like, what the fuck? I hadn't had one of those moments yet. My gremlin was dormant. Does anyone in here just swear up and down they do not have a gremlin? Who's the straightest man in this room? Straightest man. All women are a little bit gay, okay? Sir, you look very straight. Like I'm sure you don't look at your own dick for too long. Which is a shame. No. He loves the dick. So, I digress. I'm as straight as they come, okay? I hunt, I fish, I make fucking bonfires and eat pussy, okay? I'm a red-blooded fucking American. I'm straight as they come. And then my coworker went to a Comic-Con and met Jason Momoa. Watch your step on the way out, it's gonna be slick. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing about Jason Momoa, okay? I still hadn't noticed this about myself, okay? But he's telling me about him. He took a picture with him. And I had one question. That one question had nothing to do with Game of Thrones, had nothing to do with Aquaman. The one question was, what'd he smell like? I was like, oh shit, there it is. It's kind of fucking gay. I did. I looked that man in the face and I asked him what another man smelled like, and he said, he smells good. I said, I'm gonna need some details. To which he said, Jason Momoa smells like bourbon and leather. I said, bourbon and leather? Those are both manly scents on their own. Now, I don't know why I needed that information, but I can tell you this, it would have been less gay if I had a plan to use it. It would have been less gay if I had a gay plan to use this material, okay? It would have been less gay than if I had gone home and got bourbon drunk, okay? Put on a pair of assless leather chaps, and then very delicately placed an Aquaman action figure between my cheeks. But in that moment, I needed to know what another man smelled like. And now that I know that, I can only assume, the man knows how to massage the prostate, I assume. I've been married 11 years. Who in here is married? Anybody? Hands, anybody? Over here. How long have you been married? 7 years. Wow, congratulations. I've been married 11. I'm not saying that makes me better than you, but I think we both know. Here's 11 years is a feat, okay, especially when you're married to my ass, okay? And I understand that. But the key to longevity and happiness is putting your lover first, okay? It's putting yourself outside of your comfort zone to benefit your partner. I decide one day that I'm gonna do just that. And while my wife is at the gym, I'm gonna wax my grundle with a home waxing kit. Treat her to a more smooth interaction. Now, for those of you who don't know what a grundle is, it's exactly what you think it is. So picture this, okay? I've done my research because I'm not an idiot. I've taken out the little can that she's got there, the one that it looks like is from 1986, and there's always that stray hair on it that's not yours. I don't know if they make new ones or if it's all like thrift shop bullshit, but that's what I'm dealing with here. I do the research. I put it in the microwave, 2 minutes. Pull it out, tongue compressor, on the affected area. And I swear to Christ, if any of you tell me that they recycle tongue compressors, I'll hang myself right now. So I apply it to the affected area, okay? Thinking it's gonna be butter, because I'm a big, tall, fucking strong man, okay? Take the paper, apply it to the wax, paper falls off. I said, no, I don't think that's supposed to happen. So I bend over and I pick up the paper. When I stand up, much to my surprise, all my shit's glued together. And I do mean all my shit, okay? Like the Frank is glued to the beans. Beans are glued to the thigh, okay? And I'm just sitting there staring at this filthy picnic like, what the fuck have you done? Try to reapply the paper. Paper's no good. Falls back off again. What am I going to do? I did research. I saw videos. This shit should pull off in a sheet. No paper needed. Well, I don't know what kind of generic bullshit we're dealing with in the Collins household. This ain't it, okay? No strips, no sheets, sticky little hairy clumps of just pain and shame. Just fucking... I'm into this thing about 7 minutes, and I've got nowhere. But I'll tell you what I do have. I've got it on my hands, got it on my watch, got it on my phone, but I didn't touch my phone. And there's a single little hairy clump sitting right there on the mirror staring back at me like, you need to reevaluate your life decisions to this point. I'm anxious. I'm starting to panic. It's an interesting part of the story I'd like to interject and point out that I've procreated in my life, and my 3-year-old daughter's standing in the doorway staring at me. And I don't know it yet, but she's just about to go, Daddy, what are you doing? So I'm sitting there working away on this filthy picnic. And I hear out of the corner, I see her out of the corner of my eye, and I hear, Daddy, what are you doing? And I scream like a little bitch. And I do what any man would do. I lie, okay? Like your daughter just caught you in some filthy shit. Tell her it's yoga, right? That's what I did. Throw on my shorts, grab up my baby, take her back to the couch. Boom. Thank you, Jesus. Falls back to sleep. Run back to the bathroom. And again, much to my surprise, I have introduced a picnic blanket to this filthy picnic. Because I didn't know that wax also will stick to gym shorts, given the opportunity. Peel it away. I don't know what I'm going to do. My wife will be here any minute. I'm going to get in the shower. Heat, hot water. It's just going to melt, fall right off. I'm going to tell you right now, you ever find yourself in a filthy picnic situation? I mean, your dick's going to melt long before the wax ever does. So now I'm scalded. Somehow there's more of it. I don't know how that works. Everything's sticky. Then it dawns on me that I've married a bit of a hippie. And surely to God there's a solvent around, so I grab myself some coconut oil and apply. Thank you, Jesus, as it comes apart. So, what I want you to learn from this is if you ever find yourself in a filthy picnic situation, coconut oil will help you in your time of need. But there is an unforeseen consequence of this. Your shit's gonna be shiny. Like reflectively shiny. It's gonna be like walking around with a compact mirror in your pocket. You don't want to show everybody. But I'm gonna say probably don't. That's how you end up on a government list. So one night, my wife and I are about to be intimate. I've got the kids put away. The mood's right. Got some scented candles, a little Barry Manilow, Reba McEntire sitcom on the tube. Shit's hot. I'm a Barbara Jean man myself. We're getting into it. It's getting sultry, it's getting hot. And then my daughter walks in the door. And she panics. Says, Daddy, what are you doing to Mommy? I was like, oh, Jesus. I throw on my shorts, I get out of bed, I run straight to her. I was like, baby, are you okay? And she goes, Daddy, what were you doing? I said, well, sometimes when a mommy and daddy love each other very much, you see, there's this thing called pegging. And guys, my name is Zach. Thank you so much.